Subhanahu wa Ta'ala because we are still given health favors to be here. Do not forget salat and greeting for our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who taught their people goodness. Then I would like to say I hope you guys in good health. Before I start, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Tefarelia Nazifa Nada, you can call me Zifa. I was born in Jakarta. Now I'm studying at campus of Bina Sarana Informatics University Cutmutia Bekasi. And this video, I will deliver a speech about address the problem of smoking on campus. Today, I would like to talk about one very important and relevant topic for all of us, namely smoking on campus. The campus is a place where we come together to learn, share knowledge, and develop. But at the same time, we have to take care of the surrounding environment in order to make it healthy and comfortable for each person present here. Okay, number one, health impacts. First and foremost, the health effects. Smoking is considered one of the most preventable causes of disease in the world. According to the World Health Organization, more than 8 million people lost their lives annually as a result of the consumption of tobacco. This is a figure of loss of concern and depicts the severity of the situation at hand. It is not only smokers who are in danger. Those who are called passive smokers, who are forced to inhale toxic smoke, are also at the same risk. At the campus, when the most of the time students spend either in the open air or in public areas, the risk increases at this place. Just imagine it. When you study or have some talk with your friends, toxic smoke upsets the rhythm of breathing. It is not only an individual health problem, but also a collective one. Tobacco use has been connected with several diseases like lung cancer, heart disease, and respiratory disorders. This infection burden not just the person himself, but also the entire health system. The heat treatment costs associated with smoking take away funds that should be used for educational purpose and campus development. We all agree that quality education is an investment in the future, and every year, healthcare costs related to smoking should not detract from this goal. Okay, number two, social impact. We begin with the social impacts of smoking. Public smoking creates ignominy and discomfort among non-smokers. In fact, many students report the odious experience because of exposure to second-hand smoke and say they steer clear of places on campus. That can include their social lives as well, with a social gap between smokers and non-smokers created. We must also remember that the college campus is intended to nurture a healthy lifestyle. If we do nothing to reduce smoking, we are sending the wrong message to our youth. According to experts, young smokers are most likely to become lifetime smokers. So, we have to show that we are caring about the health and well-being of all its members. It is here that we should be capable of constructing a culture that renounces smoking and upholds a healthy style of living. We can achieve this by promoting open discussions among our students concerning the many dangers of smoking, as well as supporting support networks for those who might want to quit smoking. Beyond this, making all student non-smokers welcome within the environment is an important action toward gaining an inclusive community. Number 3, environmental impacts. Considering the impact it has on the environment, smoking is also largely negative. So, careless cigarette butts are among the most overlooked kind of waste found. Every cigarette butt contains hazardous chemicals that may affect the pollution of the soil and water. We all understand that our campuses are equipped with parks and green areas which we must take care of. We will threaten the sustainability of the environment with much struggle if proper action is not taken. Cigarette butts accumulate on campus grounds will destroy the beauty of the space. They can further create health problems for the animals and plants in that place. Therefore, it is an important part of our effort to preserve our environment, the reduction of smoking on campus. In line with this effort, we have to think of a strategy how to manage the waste of cigarette butts, like providing special trash bins for cigarette butts in specific areas. Number 4. Concrete steps. Now, let's take concrete steps that can help in addressing the issue at hand. Stricter policies. I recommend that the campus consider implementing stricter policies regarding smoking on campus. This involves providing areas for smoking that are away from study and social interaction, areas to reduce the negative impacts of secondhand smoke and non-smoking students. This way, we give smokers an option without harming others' health. Education about the dangers of smoking. There is a need for education regarding the dangers of smoking. An awareness campaign needs to be conducted through seminar, poster, and social media. This program will provide information on dangers but also support friends in quitting smoking. Okay, next, smoking danger education. Education about the dangers of smoking is very important. We need to launch a comprehensive awareness campaign through seminars, posters, and social media. This program not only provides information about the dangers of smoking, but also provides support to friends who are trying to quit smoking. Holding a sharing session from those who have successfully quit smoking can also be an additional motivation for students. Support health initiative. Let's support various health initiatives on campus. Collaboration with student organizations can be a positive effort in organizing events or activities that encourage a healthy lifestyle, such as sport activities, health seminars, or counseling programs for smokers who want to quit. These activities are not only beneficial for individuals but can also build a stronger and healthier community. Clean environment campaign. We also need to launch a campaign to clean the campus from cigarette butts. In inviting students to participate in clean-up activities can be a good way to raise awareness of the impact of smoking and create a cleaner environment. This activity can be a form to strengthen a sense of togetherness among students. 5. Conclusion. In conclusion, let's together commit to creating a healthier and cleaner campus environment by reducing the presence of cigarette smoke on campus. We are not only protecting our own health, but also the health of individuals around us. Small actions that we do together can have a big impact. A smoke-free campus is a vision that we can make a reality. Let's raise awareness, support each other, and collaborate to create a better learning space for all. Thank you for your attention and cooperation. Let's work together to create a smoke-free campus. Thank you. If there are mistakes, please forgive. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about simple present tense using this PowerPoint. I Met Simple Present by Tefarilia Nazifananda. Simple present tense. What is present tense? What is the function? How to use simple present tense? Contents of this presentation. Information about our content. What is simple present? Tells you about simple present tense. Simple present function inform you about its function. Types of simple present show to you all types of simple present tense. Simple present tense formula tells you about its formula. How to use simple present tense, giving you example how to use simple present tense. Practice questions. Practice using simple present tense. What will we learn of this topic? 1. Fact. Learn about some facts that happen every day. 2. Everyday activities. Discover cool activities that we do every day. 3. Schedule. Knowing some schedule. And 4. Types of simple present. Learn about all its types. Simple present tense. Simple present tense is one of the English tenses we used to express facts, habits, or events that happen regularly. This tense is very important in everyday communication and is often used in various contexts. We will learn about simple present function, simple present formula, and how to use simple present correctly. In basic, use simple present tense has subject plus verb 1 plus object. As its formula, we will learn only different types and its formula to understand simple present tense. Function. This section tells you a simple present tense function. 1. Fact. Learning how to tell facts using simple present tense. How to tell facts using simple present. In this section, we're going to tell you how to tell facts using simple present. This is some general fact that you may know. Sunrise from east to the west. Hot water has 100 degrees Celsius. The boot has red color. 1. Telling facts. This is example how to tell facts with simple present. Sunrise from east to west because the sun always rises from east to west. Hot water has 100 degrees Celsius. The water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The boot has red color because the boot always red color. 2. Everyday activities. Let's express our daily activities with simple past tense. Everyday activities. Adventure talk. Next function of simple present tense is telling routine or habits that other people do. At this section, I hope we could use the simple present to express our daily activities. Example, he exercises at the gym every evening. I wake up at 7 a.m. every day. She drinks coffee in the morning. 3. Schedule. Knowing schedule using simple present tense. Schedule. When the rain leaves, By using simple present tense correctly, we can tell other people when will something happen. Example, the movie starts at 7:30 p.m. sharp. The shop opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. The bus arrives every 15 minutes. Types. This section tells you all types of simple present tense. Positive form. Example and its formula. For your information, when the subject is he, she, it, we must add s or es as verb. Example, I eat apples. I as subject, it as verb 1, apples as object. Number 2, she reads books. She as subject, reads as verb 1, and books as object. Number 3, they play soccer. They as subject, play as verb 1, soccer as object. Negative form. Example and its formula. I don't eat apples. She doesn't read books. They don't play soccer. For your information, we don't need to add s or es as verb again. If the subject is I, you, they, we, use don't. If the subject is he, she, it, use doesn't. I don't eat apples. I as subject, don't as don't, because I use don't. It as verb 1, apples as object. She doesn't read books. She as subject, doesn't as doesn't, because she use doesn't. Read as verb 1, books as object. They don't play soccer. They as subject, don't as don't, because they use don't. They use don't. Play as verb 1 and soccer verb object. Adjective form. Example and its formula. Do you eat apples? Does she read books? Do they play soccer? For your information, we don't need to add s or es as verb again. If the subject is I, you, they, we, use do. If the subject is he, she, it, use does. Do you eat apples? Do as do, because you use do. Add as subject, you as subject, it as verb 1, apple as object. Does she read books? Does she? Use does, because she use does. She as subject, read as verb 1, books as object. Do they play soccer? Do they? They do, because they use do. Do they play soccer? They as subject, play as verb 1, then soccer as object. Conclusion. Simple present tense is the tense in the English language used to express general facts, habits, routines, and fixed schedules. This tense is employed to talk about things that occur repeatedly or thoughts that hold true all the time, such as water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, or I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. In the sentence structure, the simple present tense uses the base form of the verb, with the addition of s or es for the subjects he, she, or it. Simple present tense is highly significant in daily communication, whether in informal or formal contexts, as it allows you to state routine activities and unchanging facts. Mastering the simple present tense is a crucial foundation in learning the English language. Exercise. Which of the following sentences is in the simple present tense? A. She goes to school every day. B. She goes to school every day. C. She going to school every day. Example is B. She goes to school every day. Number 2. Choose the correct negative form of the sentence. She works hard every day. A. She do not work hard every day. B. He doesn't work hard every day. C. He not work hard every day. Example is B. He doesn't work hard every day. Exercise 3. Which sentence is correct? A. She plays tennis every weekend. B. She plays tennis every weekend. C. She playing tennis every weekend. Example is B. She plays tennis every weekend. And number 4. What is the correct question form of you like meatballs? A. Do you like meatballs? B. Does you like meatballs? C. You do like meatballs? Example is A. Do you like meatballs? Special thanks for Miss Aprilia. I hope we could be better at using simple present tense in English language.